Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. Today I would like to share with you how to make this flower. A couple of weeks ago I made a clutch and I was asked to make a tutorial on these flowers that I put on the clutch. Hold on, okay, these flowers here. So what I'm going to show you today is how to make this one. This is actually the same technique as this one here. So let's begin. So what you'll need is needle and thread according to the color of your lace trim, and you need a lace trim. I like for this size, which is probably a 2-inch flower in circumference, I use a 30-inch lace trim. Okay, so that's what you need, and you also need a little circle of felt, and perhaps depending on what size flower you make, sometimes you need an 1.5 inch, other times an inch circumference. So we'll see later. It's probably an inch what we'll need. Okay, let's begin. And then you also need a bling center. If you don't have a bling center, you could use an earring or a button. You just have to get creative and use what you have. So let's start. So here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather this lace trim. So I'm going to start and try to start and do your stitches on areas of the lace where the needle and thread will stay put and won't just unravel, or I don't know. Anyway, so we'll gather this lace trim like so. Okay, I hope you can see. It's kind of hard to work on this and look at the camera to see if I'm in frame without okay, without making a mistake here. Okay, so just continue on gathering the trim. See, I'm going through those areas where I can stitch on. I hope you could see it. Okay. Alright, so you get the basic idea. Sometimes it tangles up, but anyway, yeah. And of course it had to happen on camera, right? Okay. There we go. Okay, so for the sake of saving time, I went on and gathered. I have a second one here, and I gathered it, and now I am towards the end. And so you just continue gathering, and I'm just gonna finish this here. It's pretty simple. It just requires some patience, which I have for this kind of stuff. Not for everything, but okay, now we start to pull, so we could gather the trim. I think I need to, there we go. Okay, so we pull, and okay, so here's where we started off. Okay, so before we cut the thread, we want to make sure we have gathered enough, and we kind of want to test it out Okay. Alright, so we kind of want to start giving this some shape, the shape of a flower. See here, I think it needs more gathering, so I just push a little more. It's up to you if you like a really tight flower or a little bit loose. So I think this is good enough. So you see, I'm going around and I like what I see. In some areas it needs more gathering. I'm going to continue pulling here. Alright, so yeah, so you could see this looks good to me. Make sure there's always a good side and the wrong side of the laces, of the lace trims. Make sure the good side is facing you. Okay, so yeah, so I like this. See, it's beginning to take the shape of a flower. So I like how gathered this is. Okay, so I'm going to close this. I'm gonna go in here and go through the loop, and I'm gonna do that one more time and go through the loop. Okay, so I'll cut that and then we'll begin to shape the flower. Okay, alright, so make sure you look at which side is which. Alright, this is the good side and it's facing me. So you see this part here? Okay, what I'll do is I will kind of put some glue in there and kind of close that. Okay, so what I did is I just wanted it to look nice and not I didn't want the end threads to fray. So now I'm going to start forming this flower, and you see, yeah, so just form that shape, and right in there, right here, we're going to put some glue. I think that while you're gathering your trim, you could plug in your silicone hot glue gun, so that when you finish gathering, it's all ready for you. Alright, so I'll turn it around, and this is the back of the flower. So what we'll do is we'll start adding glue in a circular motion, and we'll start adding layers of this trim. Okay, so here we go. I don't know if you could see. So there's a little bit of glue, and I'll add this. Be careful not to get burned. I get burned every day, but I'm used to it. So I'll turn it around and I put my finger in there and I kind of squeeze it a little to give it more of a shape of a flower. Just wait a few seconds, don't do it right away because I don't want you to get burned. So we continue adding glue, and we just glue the rest of the trim, and finger in there, give it some shape. Okay, this is a flower that it's, to me, it's kind of one of those flowers that is like common sense. This is one I learned on my own. Okay, there we go. And yeah, this is like my own technique right there. I don't know how other people make it. I didn't see a tutorial on these. I didn't even look because I came up with my own. So Alright, but there are other flowers that I'll show you later that are not my own ideas or techniques. Those are I've learned from another person, and I'll share that with you. Alright, so there is, we continue with, okay, like I said, it's hard to work on the stuff and make sure one is in frame. Okay, and then kind of like give it that shape. It could burn right here, yes, but you just wait a few minutes if you're not used to this. I'm used to it, so alright, so we're almost done. It's pretty simple, and you can make a lot of you could give this your own twist. See, I just burned myself, but like I said, I'm used to that. By using other laces in different patterns, colors, and adding other stuff, which I'll show you at the end of the video. Okay, so just wait a little bit. It's super hot. Alright, then give it some shape, and a little more. We're almost there, and there. And I like to close this right here with some glue, because I don't want all of those threads to fray. Alright, so I'll close that right there like so, and still just try to give it some shape. Voila, there we go. So now I can see that I'll probably need an inch. Yeah, an inch is sufficient of felt. So let me just put some glue around and a little bit in the middle. Okay, and there goes that felt piece. I'm sure there's a gazillion methods to make this kind of flower. I'm showing you my own method. This is how I do it. This is how I learned on my own, and this is how I feel comfortable, and I like it. So this is my own style. Okay, so now we have this flower already made. All we need to do is just attach a bling piece, or maybe if we have a, see, in this case I had this in my snippet jar, a little piece of lace trim that I cut out of a lace trim. So what I'll do is I'll just attach that there. But first, actually, let me attach this. Let's see which one looks better. Maybe this, I'm not sure. Or let's see. Sorry about that. I need to open another one of these. Maybe I'll put one of these there. I'm not sure. Decisions. So I guess no. I think I like this piece here. Yeah, let's keep it simple. And let me just add some glue in there. Not too much, not too little, just right. And just pop this pretty bling in there. And like I said, if you don't have one of these little pieces, this bling, you can if you have flat back pearls, just pop a pearl in there, or even if it's not a flat back pearl, just a regular round bead of a pearl. I got these from Michael's, so alright, and there we go. That's it. That's how you make this flower. Let me show you. I made a bunch of them. I have shown these flowers on my previous video, but I'll give you a quick look at them. This is the one we just made, and there's this other one, which is just like the one on my clutch that I have a video of 2 weeks ago. And this is a variation of the flower we just made. I attached this little piece of flower, and then a flat back pearl, and this trim in the back. Okay, so see, you could just be creative. This is a vintage earring. I cut the back off the earring and I just popped that there. And yeah, and this is a little one. Actually, I used this trim right here to make this flower. Same idea, same concept, same technique. If you know how to make one of these, then that's it. You can make so many variations according to the lace trims you find. So here's one with I attached some doily in the back and some eyelash trim. And here's another one with this doily. Yeah, I'm just gonna show you this briefly. See this little one and this one with the doily. I didn't put any bling on these yet, because I like to save some of them without bling or anything, and when I need them for a specific project, then I can decide what color, if I want a pearl or if I want a bling or a button or whatever it may call for. Okay, so then here's another color. We have the teals and the pinks, using the same exact technique as this. Same thing, just grab your trim, gather it with needle and thread, and then just glue around like we did. And you could attach your flowers to doilies and all sorts of ideas. Just get creative. Okay, so here are two more, which I've shown in my previous video. But anyway, I hope I was able to help. I hope this tutorial was clear enough. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm not very experienced at tutorials, but I'm doing the best I can. And yeah, so if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.